Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 22. Deuce, the real Deuce, that motherfucker now, nigga. Yeah. Deuce! Episode 22 of the Problematic Gentleman Podcast. I'm with my fellas here on a lovely, it's a Sunday night, but y'all get these on Tuesday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Like I said, I love to wish that you all got laid somehow, some way. I wish that men that you penetrated some vagina, women that you have been penetrated by a penile.
What you talking about? By a penile?
But they acknowledge penis, but they say penile. They call it.
I don't know. Use it in the wrong context, but go ahead.
You know what I'm trying to say, nigga.
I ain't never came out with no penis but mine. I call my shit Johnson. Yeah.
That's an old nigga name. You call it the Johnson?
Yeah, man.
I don't got no nickname for my shit. You got a name for your shit, bitch?
Nah, bro.
Bitch, like, come get this dick. If you be on. Like, come get the ham. I say ham. I do say ham.
I don't say how I call it nothing.
Word. Damn, bitch. Word, nigga. Get it from the sky, nigga. But yeah, episode 22.
Captain America, you get your shit too.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that shit was funny with the Bobby Smurder shit.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing that.
Nigga got the hand back. But it's episode 22, Problematic Gentleman Podcast. We got two topics for y'all today, as we always do. Two heaters, fresh out of the oven for y'all. Ready to go, hot and ready.
Little Caesars.
You know what I'm saying? So the
I
first,
don't know why that came by here.
because remember that's that shit B said. He said it one time, and
Oh,
remember you was
yeah.
like, Little Caesar's hot and ready.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So how you operate on social media with your significant other? So kind of something that shouldn't matter as much, but it does, because it tells you a lot about the person and what type of shit they into and the type of headaches that you may have to deal with if you continue seeing them. So, fellas, first question here is, anybody can take the floor as usual. Do any of y'all monitor the activity of your significant other on their social media? So I assume with this one here, in this scenario, we're speaking as if it's someone that you're with. So don't, because talking to, we already know how we are with talking to. That's not mine, so I don't care.
Nope.
But yeah, so like you monitor the activity.
If I don't have a reason to, no. I don't. So to start heading out, because I don't really give a fuck about it. Like I trust them. That's where it started. Like I don't.
You just blindly trust the motherfuckers?
You
My
seem
girl.
perplexed at his answer.
I'm very perplexed.
It's not random motherfucker. We talking about my girl.
Well, you monitor. See, it's the range of the question because it can go from A to B. It can be a lot. But when you say that you just trust them, so you don't concern yourself with anything. You don't care to see anything. You don't care to check to make sure you're not seeing like nothing. You just good.
No, because I know I'm not doing nothing. So if that question's asked to me, I'm gonna be like, damn, but you don't trust me? That's the first thing I'm gonna say. So then to be like, trust me, but I'm gonna check your shit. Now if I'm on Instagram, I'm not like, yeah, I'm just not gonna look at her page because I trust her. No, but it monitor as far as I'm seeing who is she liking and who in her DM. No, cause.
But that's like, I feel like that's the next extent when we talking about like a next level. If we talking about monitor, because you said like checking their DMs like that. At that point, that's you having to confiscate shit from them or like to their phone. I would look at it when I say the word monitor. I'm just seeing like what exactly they're posting, the type of shit they posting on their story or their page. If it's Twitter, I mean, I never really do anybody that has an active.
I was just about to say, see, I'm real big on knowing what you're getting yourself into. So if you got a girl that you meeting and you liking and she posting the ass pics and she posting the thirst traps and she on a story with the 2 months ago and it be the ass out, and then you wife her and she's still coming with that.
Oh, that's
you see what you walked yourself into. So I'm gonna kind of do all that before I make her my girl. 8 times out of 10, my girl not gonna be that type of joint anyway. So that's a problem. I'm gonna kind of get out the way. Like, all right, you a girl I see myself being with. You not on your story going crazy with the ass. Your post ain't nothing violated. So I'm not sure to have that problem.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I do see what you're saying. I take it right here. I will answer my question. Because you said I seem perplexed.
You did.
I'm curious to also hear your answer as well then. But for me, it's like I said, it depends on how you decide to take the term monitor. Because I feel as though monitor, when you hear that, it can be taken as like, oh, this nigga be all over the place. Like, he be on her ass, making sure she say this, she don't do this. Like, it's not that.
Your notification.
But yeah, like, it ain't like that. But it's like, in my opinion, it's a friendly check-in just to see how you actively moving on your Instagram and on your social media. Because like you said, I do the vetting as well, and I have an expectation. I create expectations for myself to know what I'm getting myself into.
Right.
So I'm not typically like the shit that you just named. If you're talking about the ass shots with the ass all out, bikini, barely a bikini, like, I'm not actively looking for that type of female, so I'm not going to run into a cuffed situation with that woman to begin with. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of times when women get comfortable in a scenario with you, and they know they have a good man, it kind of sometimes allows them to feel comfortable posting shit that they wouldn't. For instance, I'll give an example. In one of my previous relationships, and that's why I said it's like, because my ex was not like that. She ain't on that type of bad. Like, she was like, only thing you go to her page, you gonna see a bunch of like random pictures with her and her friends in like college, graduation pictures, shit like that. Like, that type of shit I'm cool with, because I know what to expect. But I also have to monitor things in a way where it's like, if I see something that's a bit out of taste, I have to speak to it. So at one point in time, she had posted up a picture, and this is a typical thought picture. I tell people this all the time. It's little ways so that you thought not this motherfucker. Now, she wasn't, but she didn't understand the outlook and how that comes off, but she had posted up a picture of her in a bathtub with her legs up. You don't see anything besides her feet in a soaky tub, like the soaky fucking bubbles all over the place. So it's like, at that, what you about to do?
No, I was saying the suds and soap and shit.
Yeah, so it's like, I had to check her on that. I'm like, yo, like, don't post that type of shit up there. So what you mean? I'm just in the tub. I understand that you're just in the tub, and I know it's extremely innocent, but it's not the greatest idea to do. Women that typically do that, they're looking for some sort of attention, some sort of like response to going from men. I prefer you not putting yourself in that position.
What was her reason of posting it? Like,
just wanting to.
I just posted it.
Yeah, just wanted to, and that's how I knew it was extremely innocent. So I didn't feel the need to dig on her about it, because it's like, I get you, and I know you're not that type of person to begin with, so I'm not gonna kill you. But in the same sense, if I don't monitor and don't pay attention to that type of shit, then there's a chance I'm gonna miss that type of stuff. So it's like, I at least like to have those moments with her, so then she knows moving forward, like, alright, I can't really be doing certain shit like that. I know my man know I'm being innocent about it, but it also does come off a certain way, and I have to be mindful of that. So that's why, like I said, it depends on how you want to go with the term monitor, how deep you willing to go with it. That's my personal opinion on it.
I'll say for me, like, the way I gauge it, I'm just looking at it like from, depends on what I'm on, whether it's Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, whatever. Not that my ex didn't have a Facebook, so it's really just like Instagram for the most part. Yeah. So it's like, just whenever you post something new, I'll view it, and then like maybe a couple days later, if you got some comments, I'll see what the comments is talking about. Mm-hmm. But as far as like going through every last picture and checking every last comment for that, and not saying either one of y'all doing that, but I don't feel the need to do all of that to check that thoroughly. Now, if it's cause for pause, just a picture from your old. Before you even got with me, I may look at it and just be like, who in here? Mm-hmm. Just in case I see a recurring message of some person or John 186, like, what the fuck that nigga still
looking? Yeah, of course.
But as far as like checking in your DMs and all that kind of stuff, I'm not doing that. Especially if I trust you. Like Mike said, if I trust you, I have no need to give you this kind of monitor type of feel.
That's my volume to interrupt. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think I'm defining monitor differently.
Right. I was gonna get to like, I just spoke to that because y'all both spoke to that. Okay. But as far as like, my ex or my significant other just having an Instagram or something like that, I'll see what you post and look at it, and I'll look at the likes, and if you have comments, I'll look at the comments. But as far as like going in and doing a constant checkup, I don't need to do that, especially if I have no need to. If you've given me no reason to, you don't come off as like you're vying for attention. I have nothing to worry about. I'll just let you have your social media and let it exist. And if something comes up, you post something I don't like, I'll let you know. But other than that, I don't. As far as the checkup, no.
So for this instance, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Y'all, when you was in a relationship and your girl posts something on her story, aren't y'all checking it all the time?
The story.
Yeah, like on her IG story, 24 hours.
Yeah. You check the story, right?
Yeah.
I don't. If I would check that like I would check anybody. Like, oh, my girl posted something, or like, oh, my posted something.
But you on everything she posted, like
no.
So
I wouldn't. If she posted. When she posted it, I wouldn't see it. If I don't look on Instagram, like just looking, I wouldn't know. Like I'm not like, oh, you posted something, I'm gonna look every time you post.
So you saying there's shit that your girl could post on her story on IG while y'all together, and you would miss it in the 24 hours?
I wouldn't see it if I don't look. Now, the chances of me not looking at Instagram for 24 hours
Yeah,
is very slim to none. But so that's why I said I'll probably see it because I check the gram. So I'm like, oh, my girl posted something. But I would treat it like I check all the people I fuck with. Like I always check all the people. If I'm on my gram and I'm just scrolling through my 2,000 followers, like,
right?
Oh,
but that's for me.
That's how I handle it.
That's what I'm. Do y'all view that as monitoring? I'm just trying to get a.
But that means I'm monitoring my homies too. Like,
yeah,
I mean, well, my whole thing is if you seeing it, if you on, because I know for a fact, like you said, there's a slim chance that I'm not going to. I mean, a very slim chance that I'm not going to like be on Instagram for 24 hours straight. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't necessarily like I don't want to overexert the term of monitor as if it's like I'm like because I would see it and if somebody's like you monitoring, I'm like yeah, I mean it's my girl page. I check it real quick like I would check any of my other homies.
I'll put it like this. This is probably be a question that'll help me with the question. Okay. If your girl posts a post, mm-hmm. would you have it to where you notified that she like you not even turn?
Oh no, I'm not even gonna have it like that. Okay. Like cause for me, I don't have notifications for anybody when they would post anything on their page. Right. So like I wouldn't really feel the need to do that with my girlfriend. But like I said, I just do know if I'm gonna be honest with myself. I would know for a fact if somebody told me if they felt this, they're like, "Oh, do you monitor?" I would be okay with saying yeah, even though when I say monitor, like I said, I'm not. I do think of some nigga working a security job, standing at the screen all day. Like it's not like that. But
in that case,
I kind of casually go about it, like kind of view things here and there. But I'm keeping up the tabs with my girl.
She would be the first name I look for.
Yeah.
When I turn my gram on, I'm looking at my story. My girl's IG would definitely I would be lying if I'm like, yeah, I'm just looking there.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not like you're not seeking it. Like
it would just be like, oh.
Because I think they always put like one of the people's profiles that you actively on the most, and they update something on their story. They at the top of your list. So like naturally, you're gonna always see what the fuck she posts. So me personally, I know for a fact that I do that.
So yeah, I would see it.
Yeah, it all depends on how you go about it. I just would advise fellas not to get too crazy about that type of shit. Like I said,
there's a reason to.
If you got a reason to, then you
should probably should
be wild out.
But like
I'm not saying that.
Alright, look, my name Bennett and I ain't in it when it comes to that shit. But like I just said, don't overly monitor in a way where you pushing somebody away. Because I do feel as though with social media today and how important it is to certain people and how they overvalue it. It can be something that will push a person away depending on how you approach them with it. Like I've seen, like for instance, I'm trying to think of some shit like over monitoring. I've seen a lot of this recently on Twitter though. But like a couple of chicks was sliding the DM of a chick that has an active OnlyFans account, and then it would be the girlfriend of the boyfriend, and she'd be like, "Hey girl, I know we don't know each other, and this is random, but I noticed my boyfriend is a paid subscriber to your OnlyFans. Can you block him?" It's like, why? Why are you checking me?
Yeah, like he's paying for that. Checking me.
Yeah, like what? But that's what I'm saying. That's overly monitoring.
Can you lose your money for my insecurities? Like no, bitch.
So I don't, in that moment, I'm not blaming the OnlyFans chick because it's like, that's your man deciding to fuck with me because he want to see what I'm offering. But that's the female.
What you offering, bro?
This nigga. That's the female and the girlfriend, like taking the, all right, you go ahead and monitor. You be a commentary, nigga.
What you mean?
Because I got to speak in like third person, second person. You got to the floor is yours.
Oh, well, I mean, I wouldn't have OnlyFans. I wouldn't have an OnlyFans, nigga. I'm
speaking as if I just said, if I'm the female in that moment. This nigga. So if I'm the female in that moment, since I'm the only person at the table that know how to speak in different persons.
First of all, I didn't.
What I'm saying is, you have to respect and understand that the person on the outside, never blame, bro. Like I said, like if a nigga if a nigga bitch is cheating on him, and then a nigga want to check the nigga that she fucking, nigga, what? I don't have. That's not the op. For me, that's not my op.
Bro, it's never check me, check your bitch. Like if I'm, let's just say I'm dealing with somebody who has a boyfriend, and the boyfriend finds out about me, bro, don't check me. Check your bro.
The only time I feel like it's okay
if you're in my house.
Yeah, that's number one.
I'm beating the dog shit out you.
I don't even think that's checking. I mean, if you walk in your house.
Oh no, but I'm just we fight.
Yeah,
if homie in your crib and he fucking.
Yeah, but
if he's in my crib, anywhere else you got it.
If you did that, I wouldn't. I don't know. But
I don't think I'm gonna fight.
You come in your crib?
A nigga don't walk in your crib.
A lot of times, see, this is what we do as men. That's that. I'm not killing y'all for saying this, but y'all gotta admit, a little bit of that is ego.
It can be.
Because what I'm bro,
what I'm wild in my head.
You're disrespecting my children.
Okay, that's fine. But listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. A lot of times, it's not about the impulsive reaction that you have in your moment. It's about the long lasting effect. If I walk in and I see my bitch getting fucked, then I'm like, yo, homie, get your shit and get out. And then he get out. He's going to leave.
Like, I'm about to finish.
He gonna leave. He gonna leave.
Okay.
So then,
I mean, he fucking your bitch. Why you gonna leave?
if he's not now, he's not respecting that. That's him disrespecting.
Bro,
that's you disrespecting.
He disrespected that he came in your house.
That's not my bitch. That's if he was able to grab her up like that in that way, that's not my hoe. So I'm looking at it like, yo, if you not like acquiescing to that and you don't want to move me on that, okay, now we fighting. That's no other option but to fight.
I respect that.
But if you're not going to, I mean, if you will, get your shit, you go. Get your shit, you go. But why you ain't? You heard me. Get your shit, you go. I'm saying this is my lease, this is my place, but shorty look at me, right? Get your shit and go. When you extremely calm like that, you know they always say like sometimes the best reaction is no reaction at all.
Yeah.
Because it leaves an everlasting impression on the motherfucker. Like, damn, I don't give a fuck about me personally, because I've had so many moments in my life where I took that impulsive ass reaction, and I've learned how it's like. I remember I got great story for this actually. My old head, my OG, my fault. He don't like me saying old head. My OG, that nigga had a chick that he was really feeling, but he was dogging her out. He went to the crib and suspected that she was up to some shit because he went to work and he came back and he was going up the steps.
Sex in the air.
Basically, he went up the steps, walks into the house. The nigga was in there. He said they had to look as if they just got done fucking, like clothes getting thrown back on, pants getting buckled up and buttoned up. So he wilded out on boy, whooped his ass, tore his ass up. He told me she looked at him directly in the face after that 5 minutes of ass whooping. He laid on that man and was like, I'm still gonna fuck him.
Okay.
But you look like a goofball.
Bro, she's gonna fuck him regardless. But if you're in my home, my place of domain where I sleep and potentially my kids sleep, you're in my house. No, I don't give a fuck. Me and Shorty are not together no more because you fuck another man. We've established that. But you're in my home, so I will beat the shit out of you.
I get it, but
and I don't deny the fact that ego plays a part. All that shit.
No, I get what you're saying.
That's
you standing on your 10 toes. Then I completely get that. I respect it, but it's just like. And he said it. He was like, that stung me in a way where I was like, I'll never react like that again because I felt goofy as shit. I felt something for her that she ain't felt for me, and I whooped ass.
My bitch cheated on me and she made me feel goofy.
See that's where I would disagree with OG is the ass movement wouldn't even, like me and B saying, I wouldn't even fight him because of him fucking my bitch.
You're in my home.
You in my if I walk in where I lay my head at and it's a nigga where I lay my head at fucking, I'm gonna be like, bro, get the fuck out. If that reaction ain't just get myself and leave, then I feel like now.
That's what I'm just saying.
That's why I said I agree with you now. When I first like, yeah, I'm a fighter, I would go like, bro, you gotta get out.
So you saying you just going?
He catching a tire iron to the back of the head.
I respect both sides of the spectrum, but for me. I find more satisfaction.
It's not because he's fucking my wife, it's because he's here. Because if you fucking at the Motel 6, you gotta enjoy the pussy.
I feel you, but I find more satisfaction in making all the motherfuckers involved feel as though I don't give two flying fuck. That's just me. Like I'll be like, look, it's my crib, and that would be the tough part. That would be the tough part to kind of like get through, because it's like.
And then after you kick them both out, you gotta lay down like.
Well, that's what happened regardless.
You know what I'm saying?
But at least I can lay down like, shit, at least the nigga got whooped.
It feels good. It feels good.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. It's just, that's it. Can we admit that that's ego? That's you shrinking your ego?
I never said it wasn't.
Okay.
I don't deny the fact that ego plays a part, but if you're in my home with my woman, you are on the brink of death. And then I'm just like, oh my God, I'm free for my life. Bye.
But going back to where we started, I don't even find that
you
like,
want to, bitch?
Check it. I only feel like it is the only reason a guy could get mad at another nigga for fucking his girl is if he knows her. If it's one of the homies.
Yeah, if it's a homie.
That's what you said sometime. You
get
mad.
I feel like
you get mad if your girl cheating on you at any time.
No, I'm talking about to the point like where you worried about the other nigga is if you know him. If you don't know him, I don't feel like it's any way. Unless it's your crib. We use the fucking in your crib example. I don't think it's that extreme most of the time. Niggas ain't really finding it out. That it ain't like you finding out.
Yeah, most men is finding they bitch getting fucked somewhere else besides the crib. I mean, it's happening, but it's probably rarity.
Getting fucked. They probably see it through the phone messages.
True.
Or a phone call. Like,
I ain't gonna say it's a rarity, bro. Motherfuckers can bring motherfuckers to the crib, especially if you know you're not gonna be home at that time.
I've never experienced fucking niggas, bitches, and getting caught, or the girl
This is
like
our residential cheater in case y'all haven't.
getting caught, or any of my niggas, like, yo, bro, this nigga hit my phone, hit this girl. It's always been like, dude, found it on IG, messages.
Flake.
Me personally, I've never had an experience or know any experience where a nigga walked in on somebody fucking a girl. I've only seen movies of that. That's why I said
Right,
that.
that's why I do think to a degree it's an extreme. Like you said, I think the most common way to figure out your significant other is cheating. It's through, like you said, some text messages, some shit like that, phone calls, random motherfuckers calling her. But like, I don't know. That's a tough.
Nigga, I don't think you can get mad at him.
That's
why he don't know me. How the fuck you gonna be like, yeah, I ain't trying to fuck with you because that nigga cheats. Like, you don't know me.
And that's why, like, when you were saying you differentiating it from the fact that, like, that's because that person's in my crib, which I completely get. It's just, I don't know. I feel like nowadays, depending on the scenario, I don't find satisfaction whooping on motherfuckers. Like, it depends on what happened and what's going down.
No, I'm not that cool, man. Nigga at my house fucking my bitch. He's getting the A-Town stomp all the way on his face. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not even about to
you
act like,
saying-
nah, I'm gonna just control my. Fuck that, nigga.
So you saying you wouldn't care? Like, you would just be like, yeah, just get it.
I'm not.
I know for a fact I'll be on the winning end. I'm
Get
not
your
that
shit and
niggas
go,
up.
bro.
I'm like, yo, homie, get your shit. And he gonna get his shit. Most times, we can sit here and act like, what if he be like, nigga, fuck you, I'm gonna keep dog walking. He's going to get up. A lot of niggas be ready to go and go before, yeah, like, come on, nigga, he's going to go. So then when he leaves,
Coming from a nigga that
I ain't even gotta deal with the cops coming and whooping this. I ain't gotta deal with that. This nigga leaves. Then I'm like, yeah, shorty, you go too. Like, you can follow up with that nigga.
What if that's all house together? I'm asking.
In that kind of scenario,
Shit, bitch, still leave.
Yeah, she getting out. She will be thrown out. Like,
I mean, but you also got, what if she could score the cops? Like, I'm not doing that. They get the cops there for that. And now y'all both on some bullshit.
Then I'm
But she
leaving.
can do that.
she can do that. She can do a lot of
Then
that.
I'm leaving.
Right. So that's why it's a tough.
Somebody leaving. If you can't leave, I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving. I'll sleep on my nigga couch till I find my new spot.
It depends on how much of that anger you let get the best of you, because everybody can die.
Right, and that's why it really is about that. And I just think, because, like, in a lot of
You
moments,
said that
that's
to
something.
black man.
Because it's the truth, though.
Bro, but if you don't regulate your anger, it could either be as smooth as Jordan said, where it's like, get your shit, homie, or it's like, damn, it's a shame how that man did his wife and her boyfriend. Like, no, on the Channel 6 News. Like, you know, it could go either way, bro. It's just how well you regulate your anger. And I'm not about to sit here and say I can regulate my anger that well.
And I respect that honesty. I really do. I'm not necessarily saying that I could. I would expect it of myself. Like, because of how much.
I really don't know.
How much I know for me, how much I've worked on, like, not being as impulsive and dealing with that type of shit and not reacting off of some bullshit, that I would feel like y'all said, when you land up, I would be more comfortable and happy with myself knowing that I handled that situation that way, rather than the way that old Jordan did when he walked through the door and just saw red.
I just know I can't speak definitively about that kind of situation because I haven't been in it. So I could be all day like, I could want to be cool. You know, I could be up here just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'd be cool about the situation, tell homie leave. But then it's like 10 years later, let's say that happened to me. And I see red because I'm seeing my bitch get dog.
It's a
then I have to put a
situation.
knife in his stomach.
It's
like,
a situational thing. Like, you never really
Nigga
know.
got a new kill every time.
Where
He's
he-
an assassin.
Creating all kinds of kills.
Like I'm Hawkeye.
I'm fucking poke that nigga eyeball out.
Time to
But
waste his time.
for real. But get into the second question. Real nice little tangent there.
Facts, I forgot about the question.
For real, bro. It was only on one fucking question. But my next question here is, do any of y'all with this, speaking on once again your significant other, do you set parameters as to
God, we
what?
ain't talking about social media.
I know, right? Do you set parameters on what they can or cannot do on social media?
You damn skippy.
It's fair. I do too.
It will be shit that you will not be posting. It will be shit that you will not be saying. Real, straight like that. Like, you can call me misogynistic, you can call me controlling. I don't give a fuck about none of that, because you can respect this relationship, and I'm going to do the same thing to you.
Right.
That's why I can stand on it so hard, because it's not like, I'm not gorilla pimping that where it's like, I can do whatever I want on social media and you can't. No, we're both going to respect each other in this relationship. You're not going to be posting certain kind of lusty pictures, you're not going to be saying kind of shit. You're not going to be responding to dudes like, responding on all your pictures and all that, leaving emojis. I wish you would respond.
You can't say thank you?
Fuck no! Thank you for what? Thank you for what?
Don't be appreciative of that.
You let that comment can sit there. Cause if
It can.
my girl
I'm not mad that it got dropped.
I'm not wifing no mid. So it's like the chick I'm gonna be with gonna be attractive. So
You wife your mid in bed though.
Huh?
You wife your mid in bed.
I don't care about that. You thought about it, be like, no, she can be mid and bad, I can work on that. But like I was saying before, I was so abruptly disrupted by my black brother. What I'm saying is, What's going to happen in this dynamic is going to be based on respect. If we talk about social media, we're all young people. This is the internet age. Social media is going to be a part of a dynamic in a relationship. It's just certain things we're both not going to do or portray on social media, and I'm not going to respond or entertain women just like you're not going to respond and entertain men. So it's real simple as that, and that's a conversation won't be had. And if I see that you're fighting me on that, like, but what if I just want to say thank you? You're telling me that I don't need to deal with you. And it's not. I'm not going to argue with you about that.
No, of course not. Because the proof is in the pudding with that type of shit. Your response is everything.
Me personally, to answer that question, I feel like that's not even a conversation that needs to be had.
It does, Mike. You say that until it happens.
I mean, you can say that, but personally, I feel like
it's easy to say, my nigga.
It is, but it's that.
If you don't set parameters, boundaries will be crossed, and you can't get mad.
That's happened to me by me not setting parameters.
I feel like the shit that I would get mad at, if a nigga comments some shit trying to fuck with you, you shouldn't respond. That's obvious.
Is it obvious? Because you're saying it's obvious to you.
It's obvious. I mean, I don't know.
Is it obvious to her though?
It should be. Why would
it should be, but
you're in a relationship.
We're speaking logic into creatures we know are logical.
Well, I have ran into no females that don't have that logic. If that's the logic that you don't have, the few females that I've taken serious, I haven't had to tell them if a nigga say I want to fuck with you, or
no, we're not saying that.
Or
you're jumping off a cliff right now.
Or something that'll make you feel like you were messing up your relationship.
Nigga put fire emojis and she like it, and what then?
Yeah, like if you put fire emojis, like you look good, and then she double tap that.
That's obvious that you shouldn't be doing that.
I don't think that's obvious.
I've never ran. And then me personally, if a niggas is putting fire emojis and she likes it, I don't give a fuck about that.
I'm just talking about me. Bitch, you would never.
You don't care about that? And she liking it? And he, well, okay, nigga hit it with the I said fire hydrant. The fireball, she like that, double tap. Then the next nigga come down, 2 heart eye emoji, she double tap. Bro, you cool with that?
You would like nothing.
Niggas just doing it, okay, what the fuck? Y'all thirsty. This is my bitch.
And she's liking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you mean, okay?
So your girl can't like a fire emoji, but she can dance with a nigga at the club.
Oh, so you know my girl can't dance with nobody.
Yeah,
my girl can't dance with nobody.
Yes.
You gotta say that for her.
Because once again,
dance on nigga. Yo, nigga like a picture.
I love when y'all be trying to do comparison.
I really, because I think that's a big deal. A nigga throwing a fire emoji.
What did I say? Was my one caveat when it comes to what you can or cannot do? I can allow you to dance. You can do your thing on the dance floor with another man if I'm not there. Mm-hmm. If you're there with your girlfriend, you want to enjoy the night. Like I said, go do your thing. Just know your limitations. The one limitation I said was don't be having no interaction on social media, swapping IG, swapping numbers, none of that. She's on the platform of her Instagram and liking shit. That's exactly what I'm asking my bitch not to do when she out there. Because what happens on that dance floor is going to end that night. If you're not doing any kind of connecting through an Instagram or a phone number, that travels on. We leave the club, we get done dance with a bitch after that one song. Like, yo, let me get your number though. I need that IG, what's up? And I get that. That's because I have plans to continue whatever the fuck we did from that one day to weeks later on. If I tell my bitch not to do that and she don't do that, then she don't have continuation. On that, she is on the platform.
I'll be honest. I'll be right here. If I had to choose to which my broad does, either dance with a dude or like a response, I'd rather her like a response than to put her.
I think those things.
Now you're not doing either.
To answer that question, my girl posts a picture and these niggas and she liked the comment. I don't.
Blasphemer.
Because if I post a picture, I don't really get those comments, but I like hard comments. What the fuck? That don't mean nothing. Like,
but it's your homie. Like, you're not gonna get, unless you like on some celebrity shit, your ratio, like, I got 90,000 followers and I follow 2 people. Like, you're not gonna get hoes dropping off. You're not gonna get hoes dropping hard eyes on your shit. It's a man thing.
That shit don't, that won't have me like,
bitch, but you know, men do that to test defenses, bro. Not like the dudes on the outside.
All that shit cool.
But
are they fucking her? Are they talking to her? No.
Oh, you one of them niggas. Like,
what?
You can do what you want to do, my bitch, but I'm popping that pussy.
Not even. It's you can.
I mean, you kind of saying that with the dance thing, though.
Yo, why do y'all comparisons is terrible, bro? How am I saying that with the dance shit?
Because you're saying that she can go out on the floor and dance, like, but
you can. But is that him doing anything he wants to do with my girlfriend?
You can dance with her, but you just ain't gonna get her number and shit, though.
So that you view that as him doing whatever he want to do with my girlfriend.
For that brief minute, 15 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. They on it. I'm doing that with other people, so I would be contradicting if I'm telling her when I go out with my homies and I want to dance. That's what I say. So in my personal opinion, no, he's not getting married.
I only asked because I don't see the liking and the emojis a problem, but I see the dance in the problem. So I asked because I'm like, I find it crazy how you can allow a nigga to dance. Now I understand, I know you know it stops at the dance, don't go no further. That's why you can like the post. Now he like, what's your number? That's different.
Oh, of course.
A fire emoji? What the fuck?
You ain't liking Nathan over here, Mom. See.
Look, I appreciate your open-mindedness that
That's
you're
not,
providing
bro,
with families right now, but
Mike and Jordan just did the drumline joke. They was fighting with the sticks like.
bro, I can't envision it because. For me, it's like, it's certain parameters that you have to create to keep peace within your household. Not necessarily saying household that y'all live together, but you know what I mean? Like, y'all relationship. Like, yo, understand right from wrong. Now I see what you're saying in the aspect of it not being as important to you. You don't view that as something as important or vital enough to make a move on. For me, like Brandon said, it's all about testing the water and allowing I think a lot of men do that because niggas be knowing that bitches be in relationships.
It's like with the fathers tell their daughters, I seen on TV and shit like that. It's like, it's not the boys, it's not you I don't trust, it's the boys.
Yeah, a nigga know that's my bitch.
I trust my girl to go out there and respect us in this relationship, but it's the men I don't. So when men are coming with ill intent every time, and I know that's the game, so you can't fight every man that like it. No, that's stupid and dumb.
And I'll tell you right now, like I said, if I wasn't, there have been rare occasions where I posted up a picture of a bitch or two or three, might post up some hard eyes or some hearts or something like that. I'm not liking it. I might
when you in a relationship
facts
on Instagram, would you like another girl's picture?
Of course, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can your girl like another guy's picture?
Yeah, she can double tap the picture, but she better not be dropping off hard eyes and heart emojis.
No, she can't like no pictures. I'm like, okay. Y'all just.
Cause it's all about the extent, like I said, how far you willing to go. It's just something about that comment shit being like, it's always the same handful of niggas dropping comments on each picture.
That's like him spitting game.
Yes, and it's like
for you
double tapping and allowing it showcases that you okay with that attention being provided. Even though I got a man, keep bringing this my way, because the nigga's gonna keep doing it on every picture that you got until he get the attention that he really.
So I'll make you mad one day. Then you fuck it ain't thank you. Then it's not even a like no more. Then it's thank you. Me and my girl just had an argument because now she was liking dudes comments all day or all in the past. Now we had an argument and now she just mad at me. Now she's sitting there stewing and then she out with her girls and now it's like she don't just like the comments. She's like thank you love.
And then she's a bird.
Oh, now she's a bird.
I mean, well actually she's been a bird. Yeah. She just let you know.
Yeah, she opened up. She came out of the cage.
Resilient woman.
But if then like what the fuck? That's a situation.
But my thing
she got mad at me, so she did something that she really wasn't doing before.
That's true, but all this can be mitigated. My thing with your standpoint, mine is all this can be mitigated if you just set parameters. Because you saying is, well, she should active and she should know, bro. Man, look, I had to sit girls that I've dealt with in a real way down and be like, we're not doing this, that, and the third. I ain't doing this, that, and the third.
And they came to social media.
Bro, you set parameters, man.
We adults. I've never had. I mean, I got it.
Adults do stupid shit.
It's the females you deal with. No female I've dealt with in my relationship.
You want to generally speak to the scenario that you went through? Like you went through with that? Because it was a comment shit, right?
Oh yeah, when I was in a relationship, my ex she had somebody on her comment left an emoji and she responded to it and liked it and I checked her and I was like, look, we not doing this. It's real simple. I don't appreciate that. That's disrespectful to us in this relationship. Don't give people the ammo to think that our relationship is open for penetration. No, we don't give people that comment and that kind of ammunition of firepower. So it's a real simple conversation to have. I should have had. I can't remember if I had it earlier. I don't think I did, but it's just like when it happened, it's like, look, we not doing that.
Yeah, we gotta check it real quick. Like it's the same for me. It was with Shorty. One of my old joints. Like I don't really like counting this bitch in a relationship. I mean, to a degree.
I
don't think it's a situation of being a bird, bro. It's like you check it because when you leave things unchecked. If the boundary is crossed, you can't be mad because you never set the parameters of what's okay and what's not. We're not telepaths, bro. We can't just be in somebody's mind and be like,
that's why
she's doing all this. No, I can't kill her, and I did kill her. Now I laid my Mac down and spoke with authority as to why we not doing that. But I ain't berate or scold her. It's like, no, we just not doing that, and that's as simple as it is. But you have a conversation to gain understand.
I ain't never had that conversation.
Oh well,
and I ain't never had that problem.
That's fine. I'm happy that you haven't ran into it. I hope that you don't.
That y'all run through, y'all come across females that do that. I'm sorry.
But I might be acting like he invincible to certain things occurring in his
I'm not. I
He's
just
like, it didn't happen to me, so I know I got
It
99 overall.
It just be some things sometimes
like,
y'all be like, man, I experienced that. It just be mind blowing to me sometimes.
But the reason why that's mind blowing to you is because
it's not love.
To a degree, take it how you want. You mainly lucked up. If you haven't ran into certain things, you had to check a parameter or set one up for a bitch, especially with the social media shit. You partly lucked up throughout your experience where you are now with the hoes that you took serious enough to care about that with. Because what I'm saying is, if you're not speaking to anything as to what you expect, the do's and do nots of how you interact on your social media, like we just said, I cannot then blame my woman if she does something because she's crossing a boundary that was invisible to begin with. We didn't even know that was a thing. So it's like, for instance, with me, he gave one of his situations. For me, it was one of the joints I was talking to. My last ex, one of my exes. She was a bigger joint, the one I told you about. Mm-hmm. So she had the build on her. She looked good, nothing wrong with her. She was, like I said, an athletic build. But a lot of times, those type of women do like to and they won't admit it, but they do like to showcase their bodies in ways where it's not extremely like over the top X-rated, but like I'm proud of myself and this is how I am. She did something similar to that. She was on the bed, had like I think because she used to work as a lifeguard, so she had like her lifeguard suit on, and it was like, you know how the chicks be like, they be kneeing like to where like the ass kind of sit. If you want your knees, the ass gonna sit correct. So she then captioned the video in a little caption in the corner of the fucking mirror that she took the picture in, I miss my boyfriend. I'm like, how contradict? What? You showing niggas the whole frame, but I miss my boyfriend.
Anyway, why the fuck is all little in this corner?
But that's what I'm saying.
But what, she posting shit like that before y'all
She, in a way of like, she wasn't posting shit like that, but it was way too much for her to be doing in a relationship. Like when she was single, she wouldn't even be in that type of bad with it. Like it was certain things she'd post, but it was never overly something that I would get mad about at least. Mm-hmm. But when that occurred in your mind, we have to have a discussion. But like we said, and we talked about it before it even occurred, I didn't have that discussion with her out of the gate, out of the door. So I had to be a bit kind of like, I had to resent myself in a way because like, nigga, you didn't really check her this, so she didn't really know. As much as you expect, like you were saying, I expect her to have a working knowledge that she should not be doing this. But if I'm not saying anything, then it might be okay for her to not know. So I have to then explain myself, break it down to her, so then that way from moving on, luckily enough for me, when that occurred, I was already in a relationship. So the review was like another notch on the belt. That was great.
They would be like, yeah, this one.
We checking out now.
Number 3.
Exactly. So I got out of there, but it's just like, that's what I've learned from that I have to speak to things. But that was my one extreme. Right. But I had to use that because he spoke to his shit. It's like, bro, it can be so simple. Like I said, on one of the other parameters, I'll bring up another one for instance. A lot of motherfuckers, it's okay for people to do this when they're single. I just think it's weird when you're in a relationship. So, when people overly post celebrity crushes or man crush Mondays or whatever, woman crush Wednesdays, but it's not directly their partner or somebody that they're actively with in a relationship.
You look deranged and delusional.
That's terrible.
Even if you're single. You
like a celebrity?
You said if you're single.
If you continuously post that, bro, you continue like daily. I know people that do that on a daily, like they post.
Yeah, daily you wild. What would you say, Mike?
They post. Yeah, I think that shit is weird. Motherfuckers just posting the celebrities all the time. Yeah, I don't like it.
It's more of a female trait where they constantly posting, or at least consistently enough. I don't really see a lot of.
I know a dude that posts a different. I know a dude that posts a different IG bitch like every 2 days. Yeah, I know.
With the hard eyes talking about, damn what, nigga? What the shoot your shot?
It'd be like pressure. Can y'all stop saying that, please?
Bro, I done seen fucking Danny Lay and Saweetie at least.
Danny Lay not even bad.
Don't get in the conversation with him about bad. His bad scales all over the goddamn place. I don't even talk to him about bad no more.
Danny Lay, I don't fucking poach you, but you're fucking bad. I don't know.
She's just not my type.
So that don't mean she's not bad, bro.
She's not bad at that.
Remember, B did say I live in 2 different realities.
Facts, he did say that. He was like, Tom Brady the best, but Joe Montana the best too.
Like, you know what? But go ahead, what you saying?
I be seeing dudes, bro, be posting. Like, females, like, when they post pictures in their stories, like, hard eyes, like, bro, what?
I mean, I guess y'all are right. I'm just looking at it like, I guess I can only speak to what I see. I just see females more. I've seen males do it for sure. But within a relationship, in the confines of a relationship,
I think it's weirder when dudes do it.
Yeah, it's weirder when dudes do it, especially if you're doing it consistently.
I kind of expect it with females.
I know a dude that posted different IG bitch like every 2 days.
That's very weird.
Wow.
That's weird. But within a relationship, within the confines of a relationship, is even weirder because it's like, all right, how much respect do you have for the person you're actively with?
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying?
I even look at you. Can you post me as much as you post fucking Chris?
Yo, and they be posting the Man Crush Monday celebrity more than they post the actual part.
Bro, and that shit would kind of tell me how much your partner don't respect you or you don't respect
I'm
him.
sliding in DMs like, what's happening there?
And don't be surprised to do that. That's the way it works. But that's what I'm saying. Like, those type of things, it's best to discuss them. Now, I'm not about to sit my new chick down and like, look, so we got the whole little roll. Yeah, like, we about to not do that. But it's certain things it's just like, yo, I ask questions. And if they give me an answer that I don't like to hear, then it's like, all right, we got to have a conversation about it.
What you mean when you say that?
Like, I'll talk about the Women Crush Wednesday, or like how often they post their man crush, something like that, like somebody they find attractive. I'll kind of pay attention on the story, how often they do it when they're single. Because a lot of chicks that I've dealt with, I've never had to deal with that while I was in a relationship. Like, they stopped it if they were doing it. So it slows down after a while. It doesn't become a thing. But it's best to actively have those conversations as much as you possibly can to avoid the scenarios that me or B just spoke to that we went through once or twice. It's like, yo, I could have kind of said something and maybe I'd have killed this whole thing up front. But parameters for social media are completely different for everybody. So I don't really like say what you should or you shouldn't do. I just know what works for me and what does not work for me. Which is what?
Anything fucking with me.
Breathe.
No. Because I won't disrespect you like that.
So, to get into this
I'm
third...
surprised you said she can like pictures.
I'm fair.
That's kind of wild. Because you know they also got rid of the June...
where you can see like...
Yeah, like what motherfuckers is liking. Because that used to be the thing.
You can't see that no more?
They took it off. It was a while ago. So it's like...
That shit been going for like a year.
One more. Yeah, you can't like... That was the way I think a lot of people kept up with what they significant others was like.
Yes.
Now I don't even know how you would know unless you got their phone and you got their login.
You kind of can see it like... When you go to like a person's page, you can see like, you know how you give them like the first few names under the likes.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Oh yeah, you can
most
see it that
of the time, it's gonna show like when I see pages, it be the people I interact with the most. Like
yeah.
I don't like when I be like liking the porn star pictures of like the bitches I follow. I see my homies under there.
Why you don't like? What you mean?
Because I be thinking they be exclusive and I be like,
yeah, I do hate that.
Like, bro, I've been watching you for 6 years. How the fuck do these niggas know? And she's not even known like that.
I do.
Y'all niggas was on Honey Gold like that.
I hate when
Jada Fire. Well, Jada Fire.
When I feel like I found something, I'll be like, oh, this bitch.
Brittany, my niggas was not on Brittany White
yeah,
like
my
that.
niggas, I'll be like, man.
Y'all niggas don't like sharing y'all celebrity?
No. Crushes. I'm not celebrity. My celebrity.
Your celebrity wishing fucks or whatever you want. What you want to call them?
Oh, you speaking of celebrity crushes? No, but my porn bitches I follow. That's for me.
Yeah,
what I'm saying, but they can't
I don't want to
porn
share
hoes?
my porn bitches,
Nah,
bro.
I don't share my porn.
Y'all niggas. See, I don't like I said, when it comes.
Jordan, who never told me about one of your porn bitches? You never told me about none of them.
What you mean?
Porn bitches?
I don't like scripted porn hoes. I'm an amateur guy.
I am too. But there are several, what do you call them, celebrity porn bras that I do like. I'm a more amateur guy myself. But there are some celebrity bras like I'll Give Y'all Game, Honey Gold, and Brittany White that I do like. And then when I see niggas I know under there, I'm just like, yo, y'all, can y'all go ahead? Like, y'all don't even know them like that.
You don't know with Pinky no more, bro.
I was never on Pinky.
You gotta check out the game. I never was on that at all. I just hate porn stars. Like I hate knowing that you actively in other videos. Well,
We already talked about how we feel about the porn.
Let me get over it. So I'm about to get to this third question here, fellas. This third motherfucking question. Would you allow your significant other to wear revealing outfits on social media? Take the floor.
Define revealing, please, first.
So, I mean, what's your definition of revealing, to be honest with you?
Unless
that's kind of like subjective.
Huh?
Unless we at the beach.
Okay. That's the one place where you would allow pictures to be posted of revealing outfits.
She like, man, take the beach picture of me, and then she posts that. I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
But if it's like what you said, she in the crib with the lingerie on and some shit like that.
Knee high joints and all that shit.
Coochie cutters, Daisy Dukes, and all that.
All of that, you not letting that fly on? Why not though, player? What if she want to live her best life? Like my ex, when she said that to me, she was like, "I thought you'd be proud of me showing off my body." Like, what you think?
What?
That's what she said. But that's what bitch you logic, like Brandon just says, illogical creatures. Not a good thing.
I'm gonna call y'all unstable creatures.
No.
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 You just ain't got no explanation behind it, nigga.
No. What the fuck?
No, what's understood don't gotta be said.
I just didn't know. We all know why. Because that shit is not right. You are in a fucking relationship.
But niggas can show love to you.
Mike, I'm open. All right. So basically, like, you're not going to cast to the world what's sacred for me. So like, as far as your ass,
first of all,
your butt,
it's not sacred for you. You don't own it. It's theirs.
Okay, y'all niggas can keep saying that. It's mine. So like I said,
this nigga.
whatever. Like I said, when we're together, like all that extra shit, my private parts are hers. Like, what you mean? That's for you, mom.
No, it's mine.
You be taking a piss like, yo, come hold your dick.
But I'm saying, all jokes aside, but in all honesty, like, you're not gonna portray, like, what's the mystique around that? You're portraying that on social media, like, for what? What would you say?
I said it is tight.
You got the hoodie. I don't know how you ain't dripping sweat right now for us.
Nigga, when drinking water with a cap on, you don't slick nigga out you make it, nigga.
Jordan people. But at the end of the day, it's a respect thing, dog. Like, I don't want that to be seen.
What if she's a model?
Well, then you know what you're getting into. You know what you're getting into that.
Be fair, fellas.
If my chick's a model, if she's a model,
what's on the model page?
You decide to be.
You don't need to go on your regular page.
If I'm deciding to date a model, and it depends on what kind of model. You modeling for Target or you modeling for like bikinis, like what you modeling. But me myself personally, I'm not dating bikinis.
You know, I was about to actually ask you. That's a great question. I mean, let me get my answer before I like, this go off to a tangent. I don't even answer the fucking question that I asked.
Then by the time we finish it.
But no, like, getting to that, for me specifically, it's a no-go. It's not happening, Captain. No way, no how. I just feel as though, with that specifically, it's a respect thing, man. Like, know what you're dealing with. You in a relationship, we actively have to showcase the respect. And like B always said earlier in that other question, it's like, it's about letting motherfuckers know what door is open and what door is not. I think when you allow your chick to kind of showcase that type of shit on Instagram, and a lot of times they'll do that consistently if they can get away with it.
Well, she said, I'm not doing anything.
Shit. You thinking that you're not in your head, but everything to the like I said, the Instagram, social media is all about perspective. How you making us look? You making me look like a chump ass nigga that don't check his girl in the right way because you posting things that you should not be posting if you're in a relationship. Like you said, the bikini shit on the beach with me or whatever, and I ain't gotta be in the picture. I gotta be with you. Like you can take
I might put my finger in it or something. I am a nigga. I might take a picture like with my foot in it.
But I know that day that I went with you, so I look at it a bit differently. Now depending on, I'm about to not, you got a lot of pictures, they be taking an angle like where whoever is taking a picture for them is on the ground, they got the ass and then the rest of their body, so all you see is like ass on the face. Like, nah, now we're
just focusing on
what if
that.
my ass in the face?
Like,
that's different.
But my thing is, like, if you're taking a pic just to focus on your ass and we at the beach, that's also a no-go.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I wouldn't do that.
We're not about to just accentuate your ass in that way, because again, this is you seeking attention, and that's also what I'm not entertaining. I'm not entertaining as somebody who just you're seeking attention, but still like the comfort and harbor of a relationship. You want to be single, mommy. Just go be single because this kind of life ain't for you.
Right.
You can say all day, well, you're insecure. Whatever. Whatever.
If that's insecurity, I will be insecure all day, 365, 24.
Well, you're a whore. I can own being insecure. Can you own being a whore?
I mean, I don't think that makes you a fucking whore.
I think it makes you a whore. You want to cast your goodies to the internet.
What you mean?
You're portraying yourself as a whore. No, you're not doing any action that make you a whore. You're not getting fucked by a bunch of guys, but you're portraying a whore's life. That's what you're doing.
Oh, well, you can answer that completely, so I can't even rebut that. But coming from a nigga that I'm single, I don't give a fuck about doors being closed. I don't give a fuck about a girl completely respecting her man. I can still shoot if I want to. So me having that mindset, I feel like that's why I'm not really like, I don't really want nobody to give me no opportunities for niggas to feel like they can try to shoot at my bitch. Because niggas gonna shoot at your bitch regardless. So, as long as, like, I agree with...
We're not gonna make sure, but
I mean, it's cool to make... I understand what y'all saying.
You don't want to show chicks.
Most of the time, for what we're talking about, I agree with. It's shit I don't want you doing.
That's like putting up that y'all arguing on social media.
I don't want to stand on it. I do the things I do because I don't want niggas shooting at my bitch. Niggas gonna shoot at your bitch regardless. You can post yourself cheesing on her post every single day, and nigga gonna post like, shit, you ain't post your nigga today.
But see, that's the thing. But he sliding the DMs to get that attention, right?
Likes anything, a nigga gonna shoot. Yeah, most of the niggas, because to me, most of the niggas that do fire emojis and do that type of thing,
A lot of them.
they
Don't be
8, 9 times out of 10. How as a nigga that but bitches, I ain't sitting in the bed. I can count on my hands the amount of times I put some hard eyes on a bitch picture and fucked her off that.
I also
see,
think you comment under a broad picture is for a guy.
It is extremely, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I find what you saying so appalling. Because have you ever noticed the majority of women, when they not even when they in a relationship, I know motherfuckers are single, they post up kind of revealing, body revealing type of pictures, and it be everybody dropping off emojis and making comments. A lot of real motherfuckers, women speaking of, they'll like the comments and like emojis from their girlfriends and women, but when the niggas get off, they'll skip they shit and like the next woman. That's the type of energy I like. Like, I'm not giving them niggas no time of the day.
I remember I always rationalized it like this years ago. And Mike, you might not catch this because you don't watch anime. But remember in Naruto when Sakura was fighting Sasori and she was fighting like 1,000 puppets?
Yeah.
Just be that in the DMs. Just fight all them niggas and don't give them no love and don't say nothing to them. And just don't succumb to all the waves of bullshit that comes your way.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. All you have to do is not respond. That's all you have to do. But women act like it's so hard. Like, I just have to tell them thank you. No, you don't.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just being nice.
It's just unnecessary. That's exactly what they give it. How they give it. It's unnecessary pressure that they're placing on themselves and within a relationship. It's like, yo, it don't matter as much. You can leave that motherfucker be. That does not need a double tap. That does not need a thank you. You just making that in your head because you want to do it. And if you want to do it, that's fine. But I'm gone. But once again, like I always say, women hate being accountable for the reasons as to why they lose motherfuckers. So what they'll do is try to spin things on you, try to divert, try to walk away, try to juke. They turn into Barry Sanders. They just move all over the goddamn place. That's what happens. So man, you have to be mindful of that. But like I said, bro, with this, I mean, it kind of is what it is. The question I was gonna go off on a little side tangent was, I meant to ask y'all that. Would y'all actually date a model? Like, chick that.
One of the ex that be calling me, she a model.
A word?
But she like a model. Like, all right, I got a model page. I take pictures with real, actual, professional cameramen. I'm not a model. Like, I'm in D-Roy basement, and we taking pics.
Yeah.
No. I don't
think. Nigga got me pissing on fire. Huh?
Yeah, like it's like I'm actually getting paid to take my pictures.
But what is she like? Because I was actually showing B somebody that I know on IG. She like an underwear model. So on the June, well at least for that set, that shoot, that she was an underwear model. But she was with a nigga. Like the nigga was on her holding her.
Lusty.
I'm a nigga. I might have to be there. Look.
Be there. You're not gonna be engaged.
I don't know. I might not let that happen.
I'm about to say I'm not engaging with that type of shit. It's nothing but love. If you doing that for yourself, you single, you doing your thing, that's what's up. But like my girlfriend, and I know it's a profession. I completely respect it being a profession.
Look,
I'm just not choosing it.
Yeah, you might.
He hugging you want me to get swole, mommy. No.
You don't need the
what?
This model payment ain't gonna be that big for us. We good.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It is.
That's fine.
If you said if it is. If it is,
I ain't picking my bitch out.
I don't know. Now you having a whole other conversation.
Yeah, but like
you talking about millions and shit. You having a different conversation.
What you doing?
Is she an underwear?
If you just underwear, I'll take the billions. If you just
Victoria's Secret comes and it's like we need to tab your girl and we need to take these pictures with this nigga. You're gonna be like, no.
Millions?
Oh yeah, you're tripping.
Go ahead,
I'll be there.
I'm tripping.
Make sure boy good. You take these pictures, back up. Let's keep it moving.
You're saying that.
I am saying that. I'm standing on that. You're not lusting in pictures.
You about to be a millionaire.
I've been broke 28 years of my life. I'm cool.
Yo, this nigga be wild, bro.
I'm continue to be broke, bro. It's just some things I'm not sacrificing. No thank you.
Pictures?
Okay, we can keep saying pictures and whatever.
I mean, you standing on it, so I
respect it. I respect it, but it's like this ain't soft porn or nothing.
I know exactly, like pictures you show me and Shawty, if there was like millions, I'm like, no, bro, like no. And call me insecure, call me what you want, I don't care.
So you'll lose your relationship for that.
Yes.
I will definitely lose it like B said. We broke and nothing coming like B. Like Mike just said, like it's the payment for that's probably not gonna break the bank for us, so no need. But if it's that type of time, no.
But that's why I asked you if it was millions, if it was money, because
my tone changes immediately.
And this is why though, when you get to the supermodels at that level, you come across that way more then you'll come across it.
Right, with the small scale bitch.
We kind of touched on this.
Tom Brady's wife
Makes a lot of money.
takes pictures probably 2-3 times I've seen her with another dude.
Tom Brady also kisses his 14-year-old on the lips, so it's like.
This nigga, I got a tidbit for you that I can add to this story.
So somebody like that dealing with her, you can't be like, no, you can't take.
Well, she was that kind of model. She was that kind of model before me. I'm not about to. I know what I'm not even going at her way. You're that kind of model before me. I'm not about to come into your life, random nigga A, and like, look, I like you, but you need to stop this career path that's on that has been netted.
It don't even be random nigga A because I'm pretty sure.
I'm random nigga A.
But even in Tom Brady's situation, he was been fucking with her since he was in Michigan, getting picked in the 9th.
Was he? He was fucking with her?
I don't know what that long.
Not at Michigan, but when he was in the
big difference then, nigga. He was in Michigan.
On the Patriots' first 2-3 years, he's been with her. Like,
well, yeah,
they've been together.
That's cool.
At that point, he on the stage.
So I'm pretty sure her career from then to now, she
makes more than him, Mike.
Do that, of course, but let's not make it seem like Tom Brady couldn't get his money.
I'm not saying that.
His pay cuts.
Let me say this. In that kind of situation, because what was the question you asked? I don't even think
the model shit.
The model shit.
It depends on what kind of model. Like I said, you want Old Navy, run through a field of flowers with a dog and a fake husband and your kids. Go ahead, get your shit off, mommy. Or
can they hold hands?
We'll talk about it. But like, you can hold hands. It's about go ahead and hold hands. No, but I'm dead. Like, you can hold hands, but it's like all that underwear shit. Going to have to be a strong though, but I'm cognizant enough to know I'm not gonna date that kind of woman.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be like.
Put yourself in that situation.
No, why would I? Because it wouldn't end well for either of us. We're just gonna be arguing about dumb shit, and I'm gonna be arguing about her career, which don't make sense. Like,
and then you gonna leave, and she gonna do the pictures
anyway. So that's what I'm saying. That type of situation that if you're making millions, like I said, my chunk will change.
This is what I want to ask, because it's like we talking about, you know what I'm saying, if Shorty was a model or whatever. What if she's on? Because we had a discussion about OnlyFans before.
No.
Listen,
no.
Okay, but if she's on OnlyFans and all she's doing is like in her underwear and just taking pics and people are paying it, that's cool?
No.
What's the difference? She's not doing anything wild. She's just
OnlyFans.
Well, what she made
that yourself.
You tell me what she making. She can make a lot of bread. She can make a lot of bread.
It depends. The number depends. Because what you just explained
is any different.
She
just controls her own platform.
Right. It's similar to what we was talking about and discussing. So in that regard, if millions are being made and that's all she's doing without a nigga too on top of that, golden. But if you want some regular smuggler shit and making money that you can make at a 9 to 5 doing that,
and
plastic,
again,
wood is not gold.
You're not, unless you're fucking or famous, you're not making that type of money.
But we saying
just taking pictures without showing.
No, it's definitely more. Not millions.
It's Joe Smo bros on there making 6 figures a year.
Yeah,
matter of fact, it was a teacher in a community in California. I just read about this. Her husband is the athletic director for this prominent high school in California.
The kids.
They got rid of the kids got expelled, and the husband I think is resigning because the mother's OnlyFans, and the mother makes $150K a month.
She a normal mother.
She's a normal mom.
What is she doing on there?
I don't know. I don't think she's getting fucked. I think she might have just been getting naked. So
I need to find that out. If she was on there getting fucked,
it might have really just been something. It wasn't fucking.
Well, you know what? It did say that her and her husband did it. She said they started it because they wanted to spice things up. So it might be some content on there.
It might be some racy stuff, but I don't think it was like penetration though. We gotta look it up. We don't know. But at the end of the day,
I say that because most of the time now it's probably people that's really making money on the OnlyFans are either famous or they fucking.
Are we talking
famous
about
like fucking what's the bitch, the Katy Perry bitch who just was like, I'm just gonna make my OnlyFans and make $1 million.
But it's a lot of it's regular. We know there are.
But they're fucking. The bitches that are the ones making money are fucking.
But you gotta hear me though, because it's like yes, we know there are chicks that make OnlyFans and struggle to make $12 a month. We know that. But there are also regular women who are attractive that make $50K, $10K, $100K a month. There are a lot of them. It's a sustaining platform. Why do you think OnlyFans is sustaining itself? It's not just because celebrities, because it ain't that many celebrities on OnlyFans. It's a lot of regular, attractive-looking women that have a lot of clowns that pay for OnlyFans. It's not an influx of celebrities. It's an influx of regular bad bitches. That's what it's an influx of.
But then they're being naked and fucking.
Whatever they're doing, this bitch is selling feet pics on there.
The model pictures that we talking about, they're not naked. She's going to have clothes on.
Yeah, that's why I say that now when the money's being made in that kind of realm, in that category, then yeah, I'm on board. I ain't really worried about it. If that's the content that she's putting out.
It's a professional model setting with clothes on. It's just a nigga taking a picture with a girl. You might have a bikini on. OnlyFans, most of the time you gonna see some titties, some ass. It ain't like this bitch is clothes. This bitch is butt ass naked, showing her coochie.
You can do one thing.
And niggas throwing that bread.
You can do one or two things on OnlyFans if you're my bro. You can show exclusively feet pics or exclusively hand pics. Nothing else. And I'm standing by that.
And she's a millionaire.
No.
Nothing else?
Probably
No.
not. You
Okay,
did
that's
make
fair.
it.
I've been broke for 28 years of my life. I can go broke another 40 more. I promise I can. I promise I can.
No, I get you. Like I said, it all depends on preference. That's really what that one is. So to wrap that one up, you got this one last question here. Once you get yourself in a relationship, fellas, do you take in consideration your significant other's feelings as to how you maneuver and operate on your own social media?
Yeah, yes.
For sure.
I have to say that. Even if I don't, I have to. This very thing that I just said earlier.
Because I don't want to contradict myself, so yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I be like, no, fuck that bitch, I'm gonna go do my own thing.
You could put your Mac down like that.
Nah, bro. Especially in a relationship, bro. I'm a different nigga. Yeah.
Lies.
The lies you
That's
tell,
not lies, bro.
Mike, come on, bro.
Like, you have to
It's not lies.
He was like 2 episodes ago saying he was in a perfect situation, Shorty was taking care of him. When she at work, I'm cheat.
First of all, if
I'm
I
bullshit.
was
You say that?
I know my
said
play.
this, if I was at home nigga,
That's
I would
exactly what
probably
you said.
cheat.
Now it's
In
like,
my real
now you-
life, realistic situation, I would never be a stay-at-home nigga. But in the fucking situation of being a stay-at-home nigga, I'm a cheat. You wanna know why? Cause I can't fucking stay at home. If you sit me in a fucking house all fucking day, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. And I'm gonna end up cheating. So no, real me
So you
would never,
so
no,
you're
I
the-
would not. No.
Bro, you're at your
no.
job for 8 hours a day. You can't control yourself at your job, but you
I'm
can't
not
at home?
staying at home and being a stay-at-home nigga. That's not what I want to do. I would fuck up.
And your wife is a millionaire.
That doesn't matter to me.
This
She can be
nigga.
broke.
You have no self-control over that.
I wouldn't fuck those. And I wouldn't get caught. That's the thing too. Y'all niggas just straight
This
go
nigga
like,
Batman.
you gonna get, not even get that in. You never cheated and I got caught. Every time y'all fuck around, y'all got caught. Every time you fuck around. Not even because I've never cheated.
You know
on
the
my
drill
girl.
with Drewski when he be outside
But
with the wire.
You never had hoes or let a bitch on and then not got caught. Like what the
Were we in
fuck?
a relationship? Because that's not cheating.
Anytime you lied to a girl, you gotten caught.
I remember once.
This nigga Mike, like, y'all still be cracking them cards?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if I'm in a fake situation of stay-at-home nigga and I want to fuck around, you're like, dude, you caught, you gonna lose everything. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna be like,
But
yeah,
Mike,
just come to my crib.
Everybody in the drug game think they gonna get out the game right before Scarface got shot. But you know what?
There's
That's
mad niggas in the drug game that didn't get caught.
There's more niggas in the drug game.
It's 97%
There's
more
a
than
lot of
did
niggas
not.
that got caught, but it's people that had it.
Mortality rate in that is not the greatest.
That's
And
fine.
turnover.
The prison industrial complex tells you that's a lie. It's more motherfuckers that got caught.
Right.
By far.
Has niggas not gotten caught?
It's not even close.
Okay.
Yes, of course. There has been people. That's
But
always
my
going to be
thing is, why as men do we think we can just evade cheating?
It's not.
But no, why do you think you can just evade cheating?
I don't.
You just said.
I don't think I can evade it. I just know in this
You said you wouldn't get
fake
caught.
situation that we made up, I wouldn't get caught.
So why do you
know that?
I mean, I don't know that. I'm not seeing the picture, but what the fuck? How do you know what you're going to do? Like, what the fuck?
But you saying you like, I just know I'm not gonna get caught.
I'm telling you, I know I'm not gonna cheat.
Because I'm like, I say I'm gonna do something. You like, how y'all know you're not gonna do that? I mean, I can't see the future. I don't know. I don't know anything.
But you
that I'm not
definitively.
doing. But I know if I'm moving around, I'm going to do my best to not get caught.
That does not mean that you won't. That's what you're saying.
But
that doesn't mean I won't, but it also means that I won't get caught. Y'all like, if you do so, you gonna get caught. Why the fuck can I
My
not?
thing is, you're definitively telling us.
I'm not defending. I'm saying I won't.
Then he answered.
Okay, so I maybe won't. Like, what the fuck? What do you want me to say that?
But you said you definitively wouldn't get caught.
Okay, I'll say I maybe won't get caught. Like, is that what you want me to say?
Well, yeah, because it leaves room for that you may get caught.
Of course it leaves room. Either
Yeah, but
way.
you were saying before that you wouldn't get caught.
Okay, so y'all took literally me saying I would cheat and not get caught as I'm 100% confident that I won't.
But you told us you would not get caught.
That's correct.
Okay.
The only reason why I'm doing that is because what you tell me.
But when we first 2 episodes talked about, I didn't say I would 100% not get caught. I actually just said if I was a stay-at-home nigga and my wife was gone all the time, I would fuck around. That's what I said.
You also said you wouldn't get caught.
And y'all was like, well, you would get caught. And I was like, why would I get caught?
No, you said you wouldn't get caught.
Y'all, when I first said that, the first thing y'all said was, why would you cheat? Your girl making all that money, that's crazy.
Mike, we can go back 2 episodes. You said you would not get caught.
Because, did you not hear what I said? After I said that, the first thing y'all said was, why would you cheat? You would get caught, that's crazy. And I said, I wouldn't. So, if y'all can say I can't, if y'all say I won't get caught, why can't I say I won't? Like, what the fuck?
When you say, my thing is,
I'm not saying
when you speak so definitively that you won't, I have to.
I said I wouldn't because you said I would. I have to say the opposite after I already said I would do something.
Listen. When you say that you wouldn't get caught, I have to ask you why, because you're saying something that 1,000 other dudes think they could do and they've gotten caught at. What do you know that them niggas did?
But if I say,
because he played it.
No, okay. Not even. If I say,
from the Malay,
if my girl was a stay-at-home girl, was a rich wife, and I was a stay-at-home nigga, I would cheat. And then y'all then asked, but you would get caught. And then I said, get up.
Okay, so fuck the cheating thing.
What the fuck?
Fuck the cheating thing.
Answer that though.
You're a millionaire. You gonna throw it away for some
Answer that though. Answer that.
He said he's touching the stove for coochie.
Bro, I can't. The only reason I'm not answering is we're gonna go back and forth on this for hours.
Because it, like sometimes y'all ask questions that the only way to answer it is to agree with y'all.
No.
Like when B was like, yes, that's why. That question, and then when we was talking about the best friend, B was like, well, what if you and that girl was the last girl on earth? Would you fuck her?
Who said that?
You did.
When I was talking about not fucking my best friend, you then asked me if she was the last girl on earth, would you fuck her? Like, what the fuck?
But that's also like a joke to be extreme, but this is a very real situation we're talking about.
My thing of using that is, y'all ask questions where it's like, if you have to answer to agree with me.
No, you don't have to agree.
So it's going to be like, no, I never fuck again.
But
me and her.
Hey, but it's up to you where you put your dick, my nigga.
Bro, fuck the cheating part of it. This nigga's throwing away the opportunity of being
I don't do that.
First of all, I wouldn't be a stay-at-home dad.
Bro, but that's right. None of us are actively choosing to be a stay-at-home dad. But the question was based on.
If I'm just in the crib, I know is a potential that I'm.
Bro, I'm playing PlayStation, eating fried bologna sandwiches all day long.
If I'm a millionaire, that means I'm a millionaire.
First of all,
on our Twitter page.
I'm not what?
First of all, you're not a millionaire. She.
I said if she in a relationship, bro, I don't know.
I'm married.
Just say you're a man.
Just say
you're a man. Your materialistic things don't cover you.
Just say
don't say we now.
Just say
don't get friends now.
Just say your macking is
lacking.
Just say your macking is lacking.
No, bro.
Just say your macking is lacking.
So now you care about her money now.
It's my money.
No, it's
not. It's hers.
We're married. We're married. So if we do get divorced and she decides she don't want me no more, guess who's getting the cut?
Me.
Who guess who's getting the alimony? Huh?
You better sign that prenup.
Nah, see now you. You set the table up.
You see?
For one, I'm a grown ass man. I ain't never signed.
Yeah, that's for a woman to sign.
when y'all ain't got no money, she got all the money. She gonna be like, we broke, you don't get nothing. She break up.
Now that point, now you gotta be risking everything though. Now you saying like you can't sign. No, I'm not doing.
I'm a grown man, so again, you're a woman. Your emotions are tied to the way the wind blows. So I have to leverage like me being on a prenup because the day you don't like what I do, it's like Brandon, get out. And then I have nothing to show for myself. I've been holding the house down the whole time when you was at work making all this money. So no.
It can. No, you're 100% correct. But I'm looking at it like I said, the situation of me being married. Most people, I would say that there's less prenups out there in the marriages that have occurred than the ones that have. That's my opinion. Prenups, bro? Now it's because I'm thinking the 9 to 5 don't even make enough to think that way.
I don't know. I be
I can't speak to which side is more. I mean, I think there's less prenups out here because most people are working class and most people don't make over $50,000 a year. Mm-hmm. Even though divorce is at 60% now. Mm-hmm. I still don't think
that's why I think it is.
I still don't think enough regular Joe Smo people are getting prenups. I think they're just going through the rigmarole of a divorce and living their life in shambles because they don't think going in that they're getting a divorce. But what people don't understand about prenup, it's insurance for your money. Just like you have car insurance. Just because I buy car insurance does not mean I'm saying I'm going to get in a car crash. Just because I'm saying, baby, let's sign this prenup doesn't mean I'm going to fucking cheat on you and get divorced.
That's why in that scenario,
it's tough to have that conversation though.
Oh, well, true. I'm going to put Steven Jackson at the altar. If you're not signing, get the fuck gone.
It's tough to have that because even with the car insurance, you get the car insurance for when you get into a car accident.
What'd you say?
With like that car insurance, you get it for when you do
it's not. You can get car insurance and never have an accident. Just like I can get a prenup and never have a divorce.
But let's not sit here and act like we don't get the car insurance for the reason of
but you get the prenup for the exact same reason of getting a divorce.
It's to protect yourself.
Yeah, right. It's insurance at the end of it, just like life insurance. You're betting the insurance company that you're gonna die. At the end of it, it's insurance, bro. So if I get a prenup, it's insurance for my wealth that I come into this relationship with that you don't take half and you don't leave me out here broken and fucked up. And I'm gonna be a real man, and then I'm gonna break you off something, especially if I got kids, which I go ahead and live in Section 8. But you will not have half.
You still breaking bread?
No.
That's another
Disgusting.
Let's not do that. We about to go into a whole other.
What were you saying?
Here you go. That was a funny ass tangent. Y'all motherfuckers, cause y'all be, that's the thing with y'all two. When y'all oppose each other, y'all could, bro, if I just sat here and I did nothing, we did that till fucking 1 a.m. I promise. I promise.
You already wouldn't, even though I wouldn't, cause all of our things end toward one of us gotta be like, alright.
It never does though, especially with that topic. Cause you, bro, with that conversation, I don't know how, I look at it like this. I would prefer to be a stay-at-home dad. It's not an option that I would like or choose.
Of course, nobody
But
should.
if my wifey is a millionaire.
Wifey for life, you bring her home 50 M's a year?
Like the nigga said on our Twitter page, and he retweeted it, he quoted it, he was like, yo, like, I'll be home and, what did he say? Like, I'll be home and just be a gamer. Like, I'll be like a YouTube gamer.
Shout out to my boy RJ.
Yeah, you feel me? So it's like,
You give a fuck about that nigga's conversation? Nigga don't agree with me.
I'm just
Bring that
saying,
RJ, you a sucker too.
Bro, why would I?
Like these
RJ,
niggas.
don't fuck this nigga. He
Hey,
ain't
RJ,
nothing.
niggas not gonna be like, yeah, RJ cool. You a sucker too. Nigga not agreeing with me.
Look, man,
You supposed to be on my
shout
side.
out to our beautiful fans and listeners. We appreciate
Hey,
y'all. All I'm saying
appreciate you, RJ,
is,
but
why
you
would
with the wrong niggas, bro.
You acting like you wouldn't stay home and just chill.
I don't-
Niggas like you can't have nothing.
First of all, I can.
This is why we can't have none, because it's niggas like Mike.
Niggas like y'all, over aggressive niggas talking about
No,
mine,
it's the same
mine.
nigga said, I'm gonna cheat if I have the perfect situation. That's why bitches don't trust us.
Bitches don't trust y'all because of y'all type niggas. Over aggressive, over controlling ass niggas.
We not see, look, he trying to set a narrative.
Yeah,
We're
niggas
not
spit it.
over
I'm
controlling.
getting it off of me because I'm losing. That's what I'm doing.
I thought-
And he trying to call it out.
No,
He said I'm losing.
we gonna get to this.
I'ma do it first.
We gonna get to the second topic here, because these motherfuckers is losing their minds on the show right now. So I'm gonna bring it in. We gonna start fresh here, fellas. Fresh plate.
Come on, ultimate bass fish.
And listen,
feel me.
This actually a good, I'm on 10. Niggas, this is a good episode. This is a good one to talk about.
Mike just called it a verbal fatality. He don't know yet. He'll know.
Nah.
Yeah, it might be. This might be an L. We all had L's. B took L. I took an
I
L.
would never say I lost, even if I did. So,
But
Nah,
you do that
yeah.
too, though, B. That's you do that too.
yeah, people,
He gonna say C.
yeah. I took an L, but I lost, but I got some wins in the loss too. I lost this. I mean,
No, he didn't.
Yo, look, we not even.
I lost in 7, but I got 2 wins. Does it matter?
Listen,
You know,
anyway.
the Eastern Conference Finals.
Listen, stop it. So, the second topic here, y'all, sexcapades. Sexcapades, how y'all be getting down in the bedroom? How that shit be going? You like a nasty? Y'all motherfuckers really? Come on, bro.
I was about
Another turkey hill, vanilla bean. We had this conversation already.
I was
I
about
want
to.
people to be just as filthy as him, and he wants people to align with the nasty.
First of all,
shit he
I
gets
am disgusting. You didn't even let me finish. I was about to say how disgusting I was, but I just wanted to pause to get a dramatic effect. I thought B would say something, but he didn't.
No,
so
you
it
know
kind
B.
of fucked up my.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
BB on the missionary show, like.
How you know?
I mean, you go that turkey hill, vanilla bean shit, nigga.
I mean, how you know?
You don't be switching in the chocolate chip cookie dough, the
You don't
milk
keep
cookies, nigga. Cherry
Right,
bar
I
seed
not
minutes.
Nah, I don't eat cherry that shit. That's
That's how I know you're not nasty. You don't
You
go
eat the box.
downtown.
Exactly. So the first question here, fellas, how many times have you had sex in one day, 24 hours?
with the same person. You talking about multiples?
It don't even matter. However, you need to mix them up to get the total count.
Does like the amount of times count, or is it just like
No, the amount of time.
We're
Yeah,
talking rounds.
yeah. So
Okay.
rounds, yeah.
Even if you stopped and got back up later that night or whatever.
Yeah.
I would say like 4.
4,
3.
about 3. That, you know what? That I'm not. See, this is the weird thing. I'm gonna say the same thing for me. It's either 3 or 4. I can't know. It probably
like no.
y'all niggas are silly.
Lying.
Why would you? That doesn't even sound fun.
To me personally, certain things are humanly impossible. Now, for me, I'm gonna say I honestly think I would say probably 4.
Do masturbating count?
No.
No, obviously.
Because then it's like no.
Are you?
I think yo. It's like, nah.
Yo, damn, nigga.
That's what he said. It was.
My right arm stronger than my left.
Jesus. Nigga shooting power.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because for me, like I said, it's 4. I'm gonna probably go with 4. I think that would probably that sounds about right for me. But the reason why I say that 9, 10, 8 shit is unrealistic, bro, after a while, I'm not nutting at all. And I don't count that as a round. If I'm not finishing, if I'm not nutting at at some point, sometime, it's
you
not
can
a
nut
round.
and nothing come out.
But I'm not feeling it.
that
Like, I'm not, you're not, it gets to a point where you had sex too much times, you're literally forcing it. Like, you just like sitting there focusing on your chakra.
You just go, you don't get the
You trying to wait, right? You trying to wait till you catch the feeling, but you been that motherfucker forever. Like, I don't like that type of
Yeah, that's forced, bro. So when motherfuckers talk about 9, 13, 20, bro, y'all shut the fuck up.
That shit is, you look goofy as hell. And a lot of times what y'all do is, them niggas, when they say that type of shit, cause I've asked like females that kind of question, they be like, we was fucking for a little bit, he ain't come, he had to go use the bathroom, we'll get a little water break, then we come back.
Yeah,
That's round
and then
two.
be like, y'all fuck for 5 minutes. Like, one position ass niggas like, bro,
that's not a round. Y'all still on that round because nobody busts. Like, what the fuck, my nigga? Like, I be hating that shit. I really do. So for me, like I said, I think 3 to 4 is a normal, like, actual humanly possible amount of time to have sex. And I'm not going on no crazy like tangent. Like, I'm not on what's some shit called? What's that shit called on porn? Where they cut the hole in the wall and they be doing wild shit. She be fucking and sucking like 1,000 niggas.
Oh, that bukkake shit or the gangbang shit?
Not the bukkake shit.
oh, where it just be like random niggas. I'm
Behind the door.
Yo, why is it? Glory hole fuck.
Oh.
I don't know, it was making me mad to remember that. But that's what I'm saying, like, bro, y'all ain't one nigga doing that. When that shit come on, it's like 15 niggas on set. Like, all right, nigga.
So, yeah, it's a lie.
Ass nigga, like, y'all niggas is gay.
Right? You ain't lying.
Ain't no more.
You ain't lying.
So, we go.
Always be in the green room, like, yeah, so.
You ain't
How
lying.
you guys doing?
I just sat in the car like, yo, just come holler at me when it's my turn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just text me, nigga. Like they do at Chili's, nigga.
But we don't have to
order
butt
ready.
ass in here. Like, just give
We
me a
gonna
little
be striking
joint.
up conversation.
Give me a little joint to light up. I'm number 3, so when, alright, I don't have to wait in line with you musty niggas.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
So this, yeah, niggas is wild. So the second question here, fellas. Be honest, craziest place that you've had sexual intercourse.
my truck, and it was like years ago. It's probably like 7 years ago in my truck. Middle of the day. It was probably like 3 in the afternoon, so it was still bright outside. So I was
Right.
kind of running the risk out there.
Right.
That was the craziest place I've had sex. I got.
What?
Oh no, chill.
Sick.
See? Nah.
Nah, cause it didn't.
How you like you be putting chocolate sauce on your vanilla bean ice
Of
cream?
course.
This nigga. What was I gonna say? You had a mixy part, but then you
It
stopped.
didn't usurp what I just said. Like,
I was just saying.
I mean, does getting top of the week did it count?
That's better than having car sex. If you talk about the craziest place, that's a sexual act. So yes, I'm not gonna say it's sex at times.
That's why I did. That's why I scaled back because I don't look ahead. I don't look ahead like head.
I don't either. Yeah, I agree with you on that 100%. Like for me, I do think because I think car sex at this point is not even a crazy place. People actually, it's crazy for the fact of how bad car sex is because I think car sex is terrible. I don't really get off the way.
Definitely terrible.
Once I got tall, I didn't like it.
And all 3 of us are tall niggas, so I know y'all. We all feel the same
Bro,
way.
this when I was like 21, so I peaked as far as my height, bro. So it's like
Niggas be like, your head be like touching the, you be like, yeah, like, but I hate this. And I see somebody say on Twitter, they're like, you want to know how a pussy really smell? Fuck it in the car, like, it's hot box, man.
it wasn't bad. That smell was overpowering me that day, though. And it was good. It was probably like April type shit. I remember my birthday was like a week later. Yeah, it ain't stinking it.
That's when you know it smell like water. I appreciate that, ladies. And also, I see that on Twitter. People be saying like, pussy can't smell like water. Yes, it can. It means that it smells like absolutely nothing. And that's the way I like it. I understand people have actual sense, and that's perfectly fine. But there's some bad sense.
To my older.
So I'll answer the question. So for me, I've had hobo sex. That's occurred in my life once before.
What's what saying?
Hobo sex, so homeless sex.
Fuck the homeless bro?
No, nigga.
That's what I thought.
The setting was of a homeless person is what I'm saying. So storage trucks that's connected to the back of the shop, right?
Oh wow, you filthy.
Throw the towel down.
Oh, you're disgusting.
This is when I was in high school. Please don't judge me. I was in high school.
Judge him.
I wasn't able
Judge
to bring my young harlot back to my home because I lived with my mother, and she was not able to bring her young stallion back to her home because she lived with her mother. So we had to get extremely creative as to where we had sex at.
Y'all couldn't get the hotel?
I'm broke,
Young man,
nigga.
bro.
I'm gonna spend my whole check on that motherfucker.
And you got to borrow the change.
So I would, because like she would do it was by her high school. I would catch the bus. That's before I even had a wheel. I would catch the bus up. I had the towel with me and everything.
You like the dark with a towel.
Nigga was just
He was like, what you going to Rehoboth Beach?
yeah.
You can't connect on this one, boy. This is 17, you want 18.
So I get
Couldn't
out.
tell you shit though.
She walked down with me. Go right under one of them storage joints. Roll that motherfucking towel. I'm talking about, bro. It was time. It was raining, not like crazy rain.
Bro, so
like
you just more than once?
Yeah, we probably did that at least over 10 times.
Wow.
We had to get creative. That's why I speak to certain things.
Damn,
Like I get it, but it's like that's why I
big something up.
that's what big something.
I was on the volcano.
Yo, that's wild, bro.
So I had to get creative with Shorty, but we had some good time. I feel like honestly, out of all the sex that I've had, when it comes to the crazy places that has occurred, it was during those younger years because you had to get creative as to where you was having it. You feel what I'm saying? So what about you, Mike?
The craziest place. I got a place.
What happened? What happened, Cap?
Who was that?
Church.
No. God damn.
Whew. That was a nigga, bitch.
I would.
I wouldn't.
He got a cross on his earring.
The craziest place for me was the last day at my rehab center.
Oh shit, bro.
You piped the rehab lady?
Nah.
I'm about to be like, that's a juicy.
Nah. I could have lied, but
I appreciate you not lying, G.
nah. It was just one of my college joints.
She came through or something.
Came through. I was feeling kind of good. I was about to leave. Pops was asleep. You know the little side.
Yeah.
Handle business.
Got right over there.
What?
This nigga wasn't play. See, but that's what I said. That's spontaneous shit. I like that shit, bro. I like to just randomly pop up in random places. That was my crazy place. I'm pretty sure, like you said, definitely I had it happen in the movie theater. It was like a movie that nobody was in, though.
Bathroom.
Like I said, we had a conversation on a previous podcast episode. Work.
My man went to the club.
Wow. You fucked on the floor.
Nah, I didn't like the stuff.
Oh, really?
My partner, he know he is.
Salute.
I feel like I don't know if I can do
In the
that.
club, he is. I couldn't do that.
My dumb ass about to like, I don't know if I really like the cleanliness of that. Like I wasn't having sex on seat under storage trucks. Like what the fuck? I stopped myself too. I was like,
Jordan probably moving heroin needles.
Niggas probably sleep under the other one. Hey, give it down a bit, man. But yeah, I know it was at probably my rehab center. Just because of where it was like, dude.
So, with this third question here, it's a lot of creative places to have sex at, man. I do
That's
like.
why I said I'm boring. I got it.
I told you, mama's car. That was like Apex.
Yeah, y'all niggas, man, y'all gotta catch up.
Yeah, you definitely.
No, I'm keeping it in the crib. I'm keeping it in the crib, bro.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Yeah, we old now, but even then, there's still certain things that I would like to do though.
Yeah,
But
I want to have sex on a plane.
actually, that's what I was about to say.
What's that? Mile High Club?
Sex on a plane, my nigga.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah, but this third question is a bit different than just that specifically. But is there anything that you haven't tried in the bedroom yet that you would like to? Something that it could be one or two things. It doesn't really matter the amount that you haven't tried, but you thought about wanting to try.
I wanna
hook a broad up to one of the machines like it used to be on Real Sex back when we was young boys.
the fucking jewels.
Yeah.
Them shit's kind of wild.
Yeah, I want like a. I ain't really dived into the sex toy bag. Like I want like a.
Bro.
Oh, that shit.
I tell you right now.
The butt plugs and
Yes, sir.
the fucking
That just all the sex toys. I
All
want
that
to use
shit
like
mixed in.
handcuffs and shit. Like I ain't really got that.
The handcuffs would be cool. I never did that.
I did that handcuffs one time. I see the thing is, a lot of niggas be getting into the hog tie sex and shit like that. I'm not good at tying knots enough. I feel like I'm gonna fuck up the knot. It's down
She
fuck
like,
the whole
I'm
mood up.
She gonna get like, I'm getting out though.
Word, that's what I'm saying. You just sitting there like, fuck. But I don't want to try that.
I
But
used handcuffs before.
that sex toy shit, bro. A lot of people. And I've actually had conversations with previous women that I've been with where it's like, I don't understand why men do this, and I don't know how y'all feel about it. But a lot of men attach their ego to like women utilizing toys in bed. Like they don't want them to do it. They don't want that to happen because they feel less than.
They think everything gay.
I don't think that.
It's not even that.
No, I think he's talking about on the woman, like you using the dildo on a woman or you doing stuff on the.
I definitely ain't getting nothing in my ass.
Well, no, he ain't saying.
No, because you said something about because they think that's gay. And
Yeah,
like,
if I'm using sex toys, like, I ain't with that gay shit, or I can't.
But you're using it on her.
Like I'm saying, they know that it's something that they feel as though they're being emasculated by having to utilize a toy to help the girl get off. Even though it's not about just helping her, she might want to add that to the bedroom. Yeah, like some niggas, and I've had legitimate comments because I like that got introduced to me later on. Like I'm not gonna hold you. Like I want to say my last long term one. That was when I learned like, oh shit, like the sex toy bag can kind of be alright. Because there's certain things like, bro, women obviously orgasm in all kinds of fucking ways. Right. So it's interesting to see what you can do and how you can help operate that. But a lot of niggas that be like, shit, I know that might help you experience different things and take our sex life to another extent. But yeah, I'm straight. Just take this missionary dick every day, all night. Like, my nigga, all over your ego. Now you're mad, wondering why your bitch cheating. I wonder why. You fucking idiot. Because I'm using toys. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come on, bro.
And
like,
I ain't gonna lie, that, like I said, the time I had the handcuffs, that shit was cool.
I'm gonna give y'all some sauce here right now. I'm gonna give y'all a little secret sauce. You know what I'm saying? What was the sauce on the movie with Keenan and Kel?
The fuck was that shit?
Fucking burger, not happy burger. Was it? Damn, nigga, we all do
sauce.
Mancho
sauce.
Mancho burger.
Mondo burger was a rock. No,
this nigga about to give me the lesson that he give me a chunk bucket sauce.
It's good sauce, nigga. It's called good sauce. They worked at Good Burger. It was called good sauce.
Thank you, baby. This nigga like, yeah, you got that low tier sauce, but the fucking good sauce here, fellas. The little, I mean, depending on whatever your chick uses as a vibrator. Some chicks be having like the little pocket rocket joints. Yeah, the little bullets. You get the little bullets, or you get the bigger joint. You can do whatever you want. Man. Have your bitch laying on her back, right? But the legs spread wide open, so they split out. You lay down with her, but you grabbing the one leg. That's what you got. Obviously, she split out, so that leg down there by your legs. You grabbing the one leg and you stroking from the side while she using the little pocket rocket and the little bullet. Boy, they lose they motherfucking. Because they getting the penetration and they also getting the stimulation of the
I met her with the legs up though. So she on her back, her legs completely up. So she kind of like.
She over here like that?
Yeah, and I got the legs up and they like on my shoulders.
Okay, and then I'm going straight and she doing. I ain't did that yet.
Yeah, bro.
they start losing they motherfucking.
That's my bag.
That's why I said, brothers, like get out of your head with that shit. The ego shit, throw that shit away.
Help.
Bro, he grown.
You get a screen when you open, you feel me?
You feel me?
On the screen, you ain't, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't running one-on-one all day.
How you harden?
What you be getting into, Turkey Hill, another being in?
I already said what I wanted to do. I said I want to put a...
I'm talking about your secret sauce. You ain't got no secret sauce to advise for the people?
Well, I already said it.
Yo, I didn't hear what you been saying.
I already said it. I told you. I told you. I said on the podcast already before. I was like, spit in bro's mouth. I told you about it. I said that. That's some new shit I done tried.
Nigga, you crying?
No.
They put it in there and cry?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Thinking about the sexy head.
But nah,
but when you do the spit, I mean, is it like
you got you're not I'm not hocking up snot.
Of course.
I'm not hocking up snot, but it's like sometimes pause times 1,000. You be having spit in your mouth sometimes.
Yeah.
And
like ready to go.
Yeah. So it's like I just be like I would have it ready and then I was like with your mouth.
Okay.
But you be on top of like missionary or something like that?
Because you can't. How else can you?
I'm about to say you really can't do that. Because that's not like one of them hawk joints.
You can't even hit it from the back, like turn your head all the way around like an owl.
Like, no funny. This gonna sound bad. Me and we was running that job, and he did that.
He spit in her mouth and was running.
Ow.
You got this, bro.
Why you do that knowing niggas gonna be,
bro?
So can you explain how he spit in her mouth while you're running a train?
Because I was like, you know, the college bed be kind of low. So yes. I was sitting down. I was like laying down. She was on top of me, right? He was like, if I was here, she was there. He was like near my feet, standing up, getting in there.
Okay, so she was riding, but she was doing like reverse cowgirl on you.
She was there. Her back was towards me. Yeah. She was riding, giving him head.
Okay.
And she was doing thing. All of a sudden, I'm just looking. The nigga, like she kind of like stood up, like moved. So it was like a mutual thing. Like she was with it too.
Right.
Oh, like opened her mouth. He was kind of like gave her a little smack. She went back and sucked it. I'm like, my shit was like. and the bad thing was like she was a goer. Like she was a goer.
She
So
ready to go at any moment.
I just
Somebody go wipe that.
That's a shame, man.
I kind of did, and she's been ran by like multiple. Like she was like our team runner. Like
She's one of those.
yeah. So I was like, yeah, I kind of just went to the bathroom. He stayed and got his bag off. Like, stayed and did his thing probably another like 10 minutes until another nigga came.
He had to have been. If he got in that bag and they usually agreed upon that.
I'm not saying kiss on the list, but he was in there kissing on the
He was getting wild. I don't even blame you for that because I'd have lost my shit too.
I was like, cause it was just like, I'm just like, oh, he in the neck or whatever. She just was like, She was like, yeah. I'm like, oh no, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, I'm not next. I hope you don't think.
Yeah, you about to top me off after that.
She gonna be like, what's happening?
Yeah, like I'm good. And then what make it worse, after I left, I went downstairs. My man like, shit, y'all done? I'm like, nah, he up there. He's like, he went up there and did his thing.
Yo, it's really chicks out here giving it up like
she
that,
had no
bro.
respect for herself. Yo,
That's some wild shit, ladies.
she was a beast though.
Maybe try that one time. Might want to try that one time in your college years.
What, get
Like,
ran?
Yeah, you might have
Hell,
to.
I'm
not blaming you if you do it. That's all I'm good.
I can't make this up.
Alright.
I ran her. Sorry, mom. With
Oh yeah, sorry.
a group of niggas that time, and then my niggas ran her by themselves. Like the nigga that spit in her mouth. After that day, he kept in contact. He hit a few times by himself.
Like that bitch.
He did.
He hit a few times by himself. Then he hit with another nigga like on the team.
He did.
Yeah.
Cause you're not getting.
I'm not hitting no goer by myself.
Bro, you're not getting a party started all them times without kissing that bitch. You kissed that bitch.
At one point in time, especially if you did it by yourself, which is y'all too.
By yourself, just y'all two, and you fucked her multiple times, bro. You was like, come in.
Come in.
Nah, see, it's bad that y'all say that, cause one time when we did do that, he did mouth her on the lead. We killed him for it, but he mouthed her on the lead.
You were
And
kind
that
of killing
time,
me for that a couple days ago.
Huh?
We had that discussion when remember we was talking about how I ain't kissed a bitch after she gave me top before.
Oh yeah.
you don't be kissing her all the time.
It was a slide, nigga.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
Yeah, no.
don't do that. You should
And also,
at all.
let me finish.
Okay.
My experience, none.
I mean, like,
He said he wouldn't even do the like the pack, like this.
Girl.
No, because look. So it was my birthday, because I always seem to strike out. Not strike out. I always seem to hit home run.
Yeah.
So me and homie went to the club. Me and Joe went to the club, and it was these two Jones. Bagged them. Did you get her friend?
I got a number, but it was just like
It was
that wingman shit.
So like
so good at
Right
it.
here.
I know.
2-3 weeks later, we linked up, and she lived out in Jersey, probably like an hour away. Mind you, she had a child, disgusting. So we went to the bar for like an hour, chill, talk. She talked about how like she didn't like her child or her father. I don't care about that. So we went back to her crib, got into it. She gave me top 3 best head in my life. She was probably top
Clap it
2.
up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Top 3 best in my life. Swallowed it all. So which made it worse? Swallowed it all. So then it's like I'm grade leave. It's crazy. We was in the bed talking about politics. Mind, she was 35. I had to be like 24 at the time. We was talking about politics for like 20 minutes. And she called me a millennial. I'm like, fuck you, bitch. Anyway, I was grade leave. I gave her a hug. And I'm grade like dip out her door shit like a girl can't get a kiss. I'm like, no.
This nigga literally told her no.
But she the slide though. I ain't kissing no slide.
Any bitch I just dumped in her mouth.
So like a chick that you just slide through, like you just fucking on. You be kissing, like you don't be kissing, like you wouldn't kiss them in bed when you fucking.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like
After the nut.
after the nut in the mouth, you lost me.
Bro, let me speak to this real quick. There's another time I was John I was dealing with. What?
I've done it before.
It was a John I was
I've
dealing
never
with. This is years ago, a couple summers ago. I was dealing with her, and then I was kind of fucking with her for like the summer. So she necked me. That was when I was driving like 55 minutes to her crib. I was wilding for that. But like,
that's an ass, bro.
facts. But she had taught me, and then like she was about to come up and like give me a kiss, and I'm like, she stopped because she could see my face. Like I was just like,
it was the ore. She smelt it.
She smelt it. She smelt the real nigga when it was laying there in bed, depleted. So then she went to the bathroom, brushed her teeth, came back, and then we
I respect that.
I kissed her after I gave her a price. But like,
after the teeth brush, she can't get the tongue. Pause.
Excuse me?
After the teeth brush, she brushed her
Wait
teeth.
a little bit, mommy.
Okay, so for me personally, and I didn't even get to speak to what I said I would do, like what I always wanted to do. I really would like to have sex like in a hotel or Airbnb with view. Like with a view, like you know what I mean. You got the fucking curtains like spread out.
Oh yeah, that you seeing on IG and shit all the time.
Yeah,
like just bent over and all that.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a nice view, but I was on like a little balcony.
Balcony, you want
like University of Texas, like
I ain't gonna hold that shit. That shit was low key scary, dog. Especially if we up high. I don't got fear of heights like that, but if like she just on the balcony, I would do it.
That would be. It depends on what positions y'all popping in.
Nah, she just holding the rail and I'm slashing from the back.
Yeah,
like
we gonna do that. But I'm about to.
You like,
I'm about to not have you pulled up like.
Hell no. Hell no.
I'll be too scared. I'll be definitely afraid. But nah, like it's a view. Get the bed in the perfect position where it's like getting the sun shining on you and everything. Boy, I want that, bro.
No,
so
that's what I want to do. I want to get a mirror up there on the ceiling.
I would love that.
I know a girl. Old girl got that.
Oh, girl.
That I smacked and she hit you like, come, let's chill. Let's chill. She got that.
She got that?
Yeah, she sent me a picture.
Bonafide,
She sent me a picture like, look what I got. I'm like, I want to lick like. I want that, bro.
She a bonafide friendly.
That shit crazy.
But see, I don't know why that's something that's not normalized. Like a lot of people don't have that in their bedroom, bro.
Mirrors on the ceiling?
Yeah.
That's like some 80s shit, bro.
It is. It's some outdated
Real
shit.
nigga shit.
And I'm a paranoid ass nigga. I'll be sleeping like, what if that shit fall on me?
Bro, nah.
You wake up flat Stanley in this motherfucker.
What you say?
Bro, that shit fall on you like Final Destination. I'm cool, bro. I don't need no
That shit kind of scary, bro. Like I
know I'm not installing it. I'm getting it professionally. If I gotta spend another 60, it's some people like I'm just doing myself. Then they go to sleep, they wake up like,
here go this 200 play.
possible. Yo, I'm sorry.
No, he's funny though. You heard what he just said?
What he say?
He said some motherfuckers.
Yo, I apologize.
He said this motherfuckers that install this motherfuckers that install that themselves. Go to sleep, they'll wake up and be like, pop smoke.
Yeah.
Yo, now that you said it, that shit is kind of fucked up.
That was funny shit though. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it's, yo, dark humor, man. You gotta be able to laugh at shit like that.
Damn.
But we're gonna ask the last question. We're gonna wrap it up here soon, fellas. How long would y'all say sex should last? I feel like this is a debatable thing. Women say this. That's actually like average of what's expected, right?
Bro, 11 minutes, and if you try and press the bitch, probably like 15. But ain't nobody trying to be thumping in the pussy for no 35, 45. Me, myself, personally, no. I'm not here to make a bitch sweat and all that. I'm here to help you get your nut off, get mine off, and we go about our way till we round 2. Bro, that shit sounds hot. We get the fuck for an hour. That sounds appealing to y'all. Because it does to me.
It does.
I say,
Sometimes, depending on the scenario, you know.
if I'm drunk, I don't know, it's gonna be crazy. But I say like 20, 30 minutes, foreplay included. Again.
Foreplay included.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's
okay,
average.
but I'm leaving out foreplay when I'm doing that.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, if you leave it out foreplay, you just straight pound town.
See, mine.
I'm not, no, you're doing foreplay, but as far as time, sex, talking about time, as far as you're penetrating the broad. You can still do foreplay, but the time you're penetrating.
That's why I'm saying like it's kind of almost evening out.
I'm saying like 11.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think the whole collective.
Oh, I'm on 45. That ain't.
I will not
The whole collective for me personally.
Get that vibrator ready, man. I'm gonna turn over and shit that.
For me, 30. The max is when you touching 45. Like certain nights when I'm in my bag and I'm vibing out. I like that. I like that. At certain times I can swing that off. But like B said, y'all both kind of agree once you put the collective together, like typically 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. We ain't gotta try OD. I'm not on young boy. When I was a young boy, I used to try to go crazy, see about how long it could last, and you try to match. I still kind of do that sometimes, but it's like you fuck and you know where you stopped the Netflix show. You fuck.
Sometimes
you gotta reverse it. That was 25 minutes.
Bro, sometimes you catch the good one when you bust and then you still kind of hard, so you can still kind of finish on.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. I love when that happens. It depends on the bitch though. A lot of times when that happens.
Yeah.
So
if you build like Dragon Age.
You about to start bringing up the signs. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is B. Deuce.
Happy birthday,
episode 22. Happy birthday, Uncle Mike. Love you.
Shout out to you, OJ.
So, we got a lot of shit coming. We gonna start dropping content we already have been dropping content after content. We got some other shit that we got coming for y'all too as well. But we love and appreciate y'all so much. We want a female up here. We've been saying this like every episode. episode, but we really do want.
We really are working towards
bro,
that.
because we do know there's.
We have them on deck, but it's
ready.
software capabilities.
Yeah, it's not like us not having people to bring on the show.
Yeah,
it's like Mike
see
always
that
said,
right.
you got bitches, so.
He has
I
it.
fuck this.
And he fuck.
We love y'all. Peace out.
Follow. We almost forgot.
Oh yeah. Follow us on Google, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Breaker Podcasts, all them other podcasts, wherever your internet is. We on Instagram, we on Twitter, we on Facebook, we on TikTok. Jordan gonna be doing the
Come on, bro, stop it. This nigga already do that. I'm not doing it.
He's gonna be doing all that fly shit. Follow us on the internet everywhere. Just type in Problematic Gentleman on your search bar. We're gonna be there.
Email us.
I promise you. Email us. Problematic Gentleman email us questions, and we might start taking some of your questions if they're good enough.
That's true. We go ahead and do that too.
And ladies, send a pic. You know what I'm saying? If you alright, you want it.
On that eggs. So we love y'all. Mwah. Fat Trey. Come on.